Sometimes it feels like smartphones have already reached their peak, like every new release is just a slightly better version of the last. But every now and then, something small shows up and quietly hints that a bigger shift is coming. That might be what we're starting to see with the Galaxy S27 Ultra. According to recent leaks, especially from well-known tipster Roland Quant, Samsung's next flagship could be powered by Qualcomm's upcoming Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro, a chip that isn't just about raw power, but about what comes next. And this time, the interesting part isn't just the processor itself, it's the memory. There's growing talk that this chipset may support LPDDR6, the next step beyond what we're used to today. And if Samsung decides to go all in, the Galaxy S27 Ultra could become the first Galaxy phone to introduce this new RAM standard. That idea just got a bit more real. A known tipster, Roland Quant, recently shared details pointing to a Qualcomm chip with the model number SM8975, widely believed to be the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6 Pro. According to that leak, the chip can handle up to 16 gigabytes of LPDDR6 memory. It lines up with earlier reports and slowly builds the case that Samsung might actually make the jump this year. And if that happens, it's not just a spec upgrade, it's a shift in how future phones are built. Beyond memory, the chip itself is shaping up to be interesting. Leaks suggest a 2+3+3 CPU layout, meaning 2 prime cores for heavy tasks, 3 performance cores for balanced power, and 3 efficiency cores to keep things running smoothly without draining the battery. On the graphics side, it's expected to feature the Adreno 850 GPU, along with around 18 megabytes of dedicated graphics memory, which could bring noticeable improvements in gaming and visual performance. There's also a standard version of the chip in the works, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 6. It's said to use a similar structure, but with slightly lower speeds, a slightly less powerful GPU, and support for LPDDR5X instead of LPDDR6. Nothing is confirmed yet, but when multiple leaks start pointing in the same direction, it usually means something is taking shape behind the scenes. And this time, it feels like one of those quiet changes that ends up mattering more than it first seems.